bit, but now let's get out to North Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, I should say. She's joining us now. Governor, great to have you with us.
That's good to be with you. And we'll sure take over North Dakota if we have to, too.
I don't know if Doug Burgum would love that, Governor, but let me get your sense. What's the feel there in the spin room? I mean, what's the sense of what you believe Kamala Harris is? What's the argument you think she's going to make to basically say that President Trump cannot be reelected?
Well, I think we're going to see that. We're going to see some games out of her. She'll probably play the woman card and act like a victim and have a couple of one-line zingers in there that the media will want to pick up tomorrow and just push out so that nobody's talking about her policies again. So we can expect that. What I love is that she's going to have to debate President Donald J. Trump, and there's nobody who does it better. He's so genuine. He's going to speak directly to the American people, and he's going to point to his track record. We don't have to guess what he stands for or what he would do because we've already lived through it, and it was wonderful for our country. So very big contrast between these two individuals. I just hope that we really do get to hear Kamala talk about what she really believes tonight, because the last 4 days she's been holed up, being taught something different than what she stood for her entire life. Let's see if she can keep the act up tonight or if she eventually falls back into the real person she is.
Well, Governor, we heard Mark Halpern mention earlier he'd be shocked if we get a fair debate tonight, or at least something that resembles that. And we have some empirical evidence to back that up from the Media Research Center. A recent poll they took shows that ABC's coverage of Donald Trump has been 93% negative, while their coverage of Kamala Harris has been 100% positive. How do you think this factors into the questions tonight?
No, I saw that too. So, no, we don't go in expecting a fair debate, but I do expect a powerful President Trump who is very clear and concise in how he communicates. So I hope that he stands up there and just tells his story, that he remembers it's about the American people, and that he does hold her accountable. Listen, we're just not electing the President of the United States. When we elect a president, we know that that's the leader of the free world. And she better stand up and be transparent about what she truly will do when she's president, because the entire world is watching this campaign. And I'd like to say that it's a huge moment in time that will decide this election, but honestly, in this presidential election cycle, we've seen such crazy stuff happen. I have no idea what the next 50 days will be filled with.
Like a coup, changing out the candidate last minute. I mean, things like that just happened. Let me ask you a question. How do you think this debate night is going to be different than when we saw President Donald Trump debate Hillary Clinton back in 2016?
Well, and after he came out of that debate, there were people that were telling him how to do it differently in the future. And I hope people stop trying to tell Donald Trump who to be. He's his best when he's fighting for us and doing it in his own special way. So I think it's going to be fantastic that he's up here tonight and that he's talking to her about the vision for America. Her vision for America is copy and pasted from Joe Biden's campaign book, and that is something that he needs to show and prove, that she doesn't have her own ideas. She does whatever people tell her to do. And debating Hillary is a very different animal than debating Kamala. But I think that he'll still handle it with grace, and he'll still handle it in a way that truly communicates that he's the candidate up there that truly loves America. I've never heard Kamala talk about her deep love for our constitutional and rights and how she loves and defends America and our values every single day and trusts people to make their own decisions.
Right.
That's the big difference. She is a party of mandates and dictating to people and government control, and President Trump just lets people decide, and that's one of the things I've loved as governor is he let me take care of my people.
All right, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, thanks so much for being with us tonight. Great to see you.